Hey, today's question is delightfully nightmarish. What if insects suddenly got as big as dogs? Imagine a beetle the size of a Labrador, a mosquito like a terrier, and cockroaches you'd need a truck to remove. Let's scale up the creepy and see what actually breaks. First, a reality check. Size scaling is cruel. When you scale an animal up, volume and therefore mass grows much faster than the strength of surfaces like legs or shells. Insects have exoskeletons, a thin shell on the outside, and that shell doesn't scale well. At dog sizes, cuticle thickness and muscle attachment become huge engineering problems. Legs would need to be massively thicker, joints would strain, and movement would get awkward fast. Next, breathing. Insects don't have lungs. They have tracheae pipes that passively deliver oxygen by diffusion. That works brilliantly at small sizes. It fails spectacularly as you get bigger because diffusion distances grow and dissolved oxygen availability limits supply. The fossil record suggests the only time truly giant insects were common was when atmospheric oxygen was much higher, which helped tracheal systems deliver more oxygen. Today's air and insect anatomy don't let you simply scale to Labrador size and keep sprinting around. Flight would be its own absurd movie. Tiny flyers rely on unsteady aerodynamics and huge wing area to mass ratios. Make the insect dog-sized and wing loading blows up. Either you get slow, lumbering flappers that can't really take off, or you need enormous wings and different muscle architecture. In short, most flying insects would stop being graceful and either become awkward ground walkers or impossible flying monsters. Okay, suppose nature hand-waved the physiology and the insects exist. What happens ecologically? First, predator-prey balances collapse. A single giant aphid could eat many times the foliage of its small cousins. Crop damage zooms up because plants evolved for munchers the size of ants, not spaniel-sized leaf vacuums. Beneficial insects like pollinators also change behavior, so agriculture and native plant reproduction both get messy. Disease dynamics change too. Vector capacity depends on biting rate, lifespan, and host contact. Bigger bloodsuckers could take larger meals, survive different temperatures, and alter transmission patterns. Some diseases might spread faster, others might hit entirely new hosts. Plus, larger insects are easier to see and avoid but also harder to control once they're abundant. Human infrastructure would be hilariously unprepared. Buildings and cars aren't designed to withstand legions of dog-sized herbivores chewing fences or swarms of large beetles clogging ventilation systems. Urban drainage, greenhouses, and grain silos would need redesign. Pest control suddenly becomes heavy industry, traps, barriers, and maybe giant insect vacuums. There are also silver linings and weird details. Some giant detritivores could accelerate decomposition and nutrient cycling ecosystems might shift quickly, and some niches could benefit. Predators like birds and mammals might adapt by getting bigger or changing diets, but adaptation takes generations. The short-term winners and losers would be ruthless. Could it happen naturally? Not under present oxygen and structural constraints, the Carboniferous giants needed different air chemistry and ecological conditions. Evolution can surprise us, but physics and physiology put hard caps on who gets big and who stays tiny. Bottom line, dog-sized insects would be biomechanical and ecological chaos. Most species couldn't breathe, fly, or move properly. Those that somehow did would wreck food webs, agriculture, and infrastructure. So enjoy your small, harmless mosquito for now. Stay curious and keep asking, what if?